Good morning to all. So last class we have seen about the how to derive an expression for parallel plate capacitor, spherical capacitor and cylindrical capacitor. So in this class especially let us focus to derive an expression for capacitance with the dielectric. Now we must know what is a dielectric, what is the use of the dielectric, why we are specifically using the dielectric in a capacitor. Basically, a dielectric is an insulating material. Dielectric is an insulator. Dielectric is an insulator. So when the electricity is passed through the dielectric, now the dielectric will undergo a special case. There are two types of dielectric. One is polar molecule. All the dielectrics are molecule, polar and non-polar. In polar molecule, already the molecule can exist as a dipole. Even though it is a dielectric, it may exist as a dipole, for example HCl. So within a material, suppose if you are taking a dielectric, the dielectric is made of a polar molecule, means all the dipoles will be randomly oriented. Positive, negative, randomly oriented. All are not in the same direction. They will have dipole and dipole moment, but all the dipoles are not oriented in a particular direction. They will be randomly oriented so that the net internal electric field due to the internal electric field within the dipole is zero, because this positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, all these cancel with each other. So that within the material, no electric field. Even a good conductor also there won't be an electric field. But when the electric field is subjected to the dielectric, all the dipoles will align in the same direction. When the electric field is subjected, all the dipoles will act in the same direction. For example, I am subjecting an electric field with positive potential here, negative potential here. Electric field, external electric field always acts from positive to negative. Now within the dielectric, now all these dipoles will begin to align in direction such that all the negative will be this side positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So here, again this is positive and again this is negative, and this is the electric field acts from positive to negative, this is external electric field. Now in this case, all these induced negative charges will be here, these negative charges will be here. And all these induced positive charges will be here. And this negative positive, this negative positive, and this negative positive, this negative positive will cancel. Therefore, inside there won't be any charges. But externally, there will be small negative charges. This is called polarized molecule charges minus sigma p. This is we apply plus sigma, and this will be plus sigma p, and this will be minus sigma. Therefore, within a dielectric, only at the extreme condition there will be negative and there will be positive. All the induced negative will become polarized negative charges, and this will be polarized positive charges. And these positive and negative charges existing at the nearer to the plate, both the ends, will produce the external field in the opposite direction. This is called internal field. Originally, in the absence of electric field, the internal electric field is zero, because all the dipoles are randomly oriented. When it is subjected to the electric field, all the dipoles are aligned in such a way that dipoles will be aligned in opposite to the electric field. But within the dielectric material, even in the dipoles, one negative will cancel the positive other, and this one negative cancel the positive other. Therefore, only at the extreme position, we can see the induced negative charge and induced positive charges. This is called induced polarized charges, and this will be opposite. Therefore, net electric field within the material will now become E of external minus E of internal. Or we can say that if it is the air, now this electric field E is equal to sigma minus sigma p, because these two will be opposite. Sigma minus sigma p. Suppose if it is a material, then this will be divided by epsilon naught. That is sigma by epsilon naught minus sigma p by epsilon naught. Therefore, within the dielectric material, and this sigma by sigma minus p by epsilon naught can be written as simply sigma by, it will decrease by a small parameter, let it be equal to k, epsilon naught k. Therefore, again I am repeating, dielectric is a one which is insulated. All electrons are tightly bonded. you cannot remove the electron so easily as in a good conductor. Suppose if we apply the electric field, the electron will tends to move out, but it will not come out freely. Therefore, even if the molecule positive and negative charges gets displaced by a small distance and will form as a dipole. Suppose if already it is existing as a dipoles, all the dipoles are randomly oriented in the absence of electric field. In the presence of electric field, dipoles will align in the opposite direction, and the opposite direction charges produced only exist in the extreme position, not inside. These extreme charges will be less than external charges. Therefore, external electric field and internal electric field are opposite, but moreover, if the external electric field is 10, induced electric field will be lesser, -2. But the net electric field is slightly decreases. Therefore, electric field in the media is sigma minus sigma p by epsilon naught, but this we are writing as sigma by epsilon naught into K, because this will be proportional to sigma by epsilon naught. Even though it is 10 minus 8 means if it is 12, it will be 10. Therefore, this net value depends upon the net charge on these two planes. Therefore, this proportional to sigma by epsilon naught, or we simply write is, therefore in a dielectric field E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. K is a very important word. Suppose if the dielectric is a non-polar, originally positive charge and the negative charges are coincide with the same center. Therefore, in the electric field, no dipole, the electric field is insentimentally 0. But when it is subject to the electric field, again, only thing is, originally they will not be dipole, but subject to the electric field, the positive and negative charges will get displaced. Now the dipole will be formed, but this time these are all called induced dipoles. Induced dipoles. Here already existing the dipoles, they are randomly oriented, the electric field is 0. But now in this case, originally there is not a dipole, but an electric field is applied, the molecule becomes a dipole. After the induced dipole, again it begins to align in the same direction. That is opposite electric field. Again like this one, again this like one, again this one. Therefore, whether it is a polar molecule or non-polar molecule, the expression for electric field is same. And one more important term we are using here is polarization. In the dielectric, we are using another important term is called polarization. What is the polarization? Alignment of either already it is existing as a dipole means permanent dipole, or induced dipole in the direction of electric field is called polarization. Again I am repeating, polarization is nothing but alignment of permanent dipole or induced dipole in the direction of electric field is called polarization. Now the question arises, the external electric field and internal electric field is always opposite, but in the definition I am saying that these dipoles are aligned in the direction of electric field is called polarization. Now I should recall one important concept. Electric field always acts from positive to negative, that we know. But dipole moment, this is the dipoles. But the dipole moment, this is negative and positive. Dipole moment always acts from minus to plus. This is dipole moment. This dipole moment strength is called polarization. Therefore, once I am defining the polarization, now what I am saying is, due to the alignment of the dipole, this dipole moment will be in the same direction of external field. Therefore, polarization is nothing but alignment of whether it is a permanent dipole or induced dipole in the direction of electric field. That means dipole moment and the electric field will be the same direction. Therefore, in this case, the polarization P will be equal to some constant is called susceptibility in the electric field E. Remember, this is positive. When I am saying the polarization is positive, you should recall that this polarization P and the external field, the electric field E, act in same direction. If it is not so, this will be negative. Therefore, this polarization P and the electric field E acts in same direction. This is a basic concept regarding the dielectric. Suppose I want to know what will be the situation will occur in the case of a good conductor. This is bad conductor. Okay, the bad conductor means all the electrons are tightly bonded to the nucleus. These electrons cannot be removed. Even if you subject the electric field, this positive charge will be slightly displaced here, and the electron cloud will be slightly displaced here, and it will form as a dipole. Yes, these are all the concepts regarding dielectric. Now I want to know what is the situation actually existing in place of good conductor. Now think about the good conductor. Suppose again I am saying this is a plate where we are applying the positive charge density plus sigma. and this is another plate where you have equal amount of negative charge. Let it be the charge density equal to minus sigma, where charge density is equal to amount of charge given per unit area. Okay. Suppose when a good conductor is placed here, when good conductor is placed, here is a bad conductor, now we have good conductor is placing inside the plate where it is subject to the external electric field. Here the external electric field is acting from here to here. This EF external electric field, to understand, it will be equal to 10 Newton per coulomb. Let it be 10 NCM on this one. Now in the good conductor, all the electrons are free. Once it's subject to electric field, all the free electrons come and accumulate here. All the free electrons within the good conductors come and accumulate here. All the positive charged ions will migrate towards the opposite side. This will not occur here. In this case, only all are permanently fixed, but they will become as a dipole and aligned in the direction opposite electric field, such that only this extreme negative charge and extreme positive charge will exist. All the induced negative and positive charges will cancel with each other. Therefore, the induced electric field is smaller than the external field. For example, external field is 10 means here the induced field is only 2, but it is opposite. The net is 8. But here, all the free electrons comes here, all the ions goes here. Now, an external electric field is produced from positive to negative. This E internal is, if it is 10, this is minus 10, this is plus 10, equal and opposite to the external field. Such that what is the net resultant electric field inside the material is 0. But here the net resultant electric field inside the material is not 0. It is sigma by epsilon naught K. And all the dipoles are formed in such a way that the polarization and the electric field are same direction. Therefore, in a good conductor, even if the good conductor is placed between the two plates, net electric field inside the material is 0. Therefore, there you are keeping the good conductor is similar to the plates are filled with the empty material. For example, if it is empty material, this is also electric field will be 0. Therefore, we are not suppose having any advantage of using good conductor rather than the bad conductor in capacitor. What will happen is, due to the introduction of the dielectric, now the electric field decreases. Suppose if the electric field E is uniform, electric field is uniform but lesser in a dielectric rather than even in air. Even in air. When the electric field is uniform and is also constant, then we can say that potential V is equal to E into distance between the two plates. When E is lesser, then V is also lesser in dielectric. Since V is lesser, capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Q may be same as V dash is lesser than C dash. Therefore, C dash will be Q by V dash is, suppose V dash equal to V by K. This will be maybe expressed as K. What I tends to prove is, due to the introduction of the dielectric, the net electric field decreases. As a result, the net potential between the two plates decreases. As the potential decreases, capacitance increases. That means, if the two plates are filled with the empty, there may be a possibility for the leakage of charges. But when the dielectric is filled, now the leakage of charge between the two is almost prevented. Suppose I am saying other ways. I am increasing more and more an electric field. Up to particular limit, they will get displaced as a dipole beyond a certain field. After this, the electron will get displaced. Now the dielectric will get breakdown. That is called dielectric strength. Therefore, dielectric strength means it is a maximum electric field, maximum external electric field, maximum external electric field at which dielectric became a good conductor. But at that particular electric field, a dielectric loses its ability to retain and become a good conductor. Such a condition is called dielectric breakdown. Till the dielectric plate breakdown, it can able to retain the charge given to it is called dielectric strength. And moreover, this dielectric strength will be expressed in terms of a constant is called K. Again, the dielectric constant K values, there are two types. One is polar and is non-polar. Polar is water, non-polar is mica. For which one is this dielectric constant will be greater means for water it is 80, for mica it is only 6. Because when it is a polar, already they are dipoles, and when they due to the alignment, the decrease in internal electric field will be much greater than that of non-polar. So that only dielectric constant, generally K, is more for polar molecule rather than non-polar molecule. This is a very basic concept. You have to understand the difference between purpose of utilization of dielectric in a capacitor rather than good conductor. But due to the introduction of the dielectric, something happens, that is net electric field decreases. As the net electric field decreases, potential decreases. As the potential decreases, by definition, naturally capacitance increases. Therefore, capacitance can be increased by introduction of dielectric is a basic principle. The next one is electric field strength. When we increase at a particular stage, dielectric becomes a good conductor. That is called dielectric breakdown. Till the dielectric breakdown, dielectric can withstand is called dielectric strength. Therefore, dielectric strength means the maximum electric field it can withstand, beyond which it will go for good conductor. This dielectric strength depends upon the two cases. For a polar molecule, it is always greater. For non-polar molecule, it is always lesser. The rest we will discuss the next class. The next class, what we are going to discuss is, so with the introduction of dielectric, what will be the expression for capacitance of parallel plate capacitance and also composite material. So what are the impact of composite dielectric material that is introduced between the two plates? That we will discuss next class. Thank you very much.